All right. Now we're doing freeCodeCamp, JavaScript algorithms and data structures, intermediate algorithm scripting, missing letters. All right. So now we're going to find the missing letter in the past letter range and return it. If all letters are present in the range, we're going to return undefined. All right. So for this one, what we're going to start off doing is we're going to make a list of the letters. So we'll come down here and we'll say let alphabet equal, and then we'll do A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Y, and Z. And that's not where we're not done yet. And then we're going to come over here and say dot split. I should have came up with some more notes for this part, but whatever. Anyway, so if we come down here and say console.log alphabet, you can see we've got a list of the letters inside of this array right here. So a little slick way of doing that. Pardon me. So now we're going to also declare another variable, and we're going to say let start index equal, and we're going to use the index of method with this one. I don't remember if we went over this or not, but we're going to go over it again. And it basically returns the first index at which a given element can be found in the array, or -1 if it's not present. Well, it's definitely going to be in this list. So what we're going to do here is say alphabet dot index of, and we'll say str at, where's that at 0, like that. All right. Pardon me, dot to lowercase also, just in case it's uppercase. So dot to lowercase. All right, just like that. And this isn't a good example because it's, you know what it is. It's the beginning of the alphabet. Let's put this one in right here, and let's come down here and say console.log start index. All right. And you can see it says 18, which S is the 19th letter. How do I know? I'm Codeman S, aren't I? Anyway, so now we've got that going on, and we're going to do another thing now. So we're going to do a for loop, and we're going to iterate through this string. So we'll say for let I equal 0, while I is less than str.length, we'll say I++, right? And then we'll come over here, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do an if statement to check if whatever the string is at I is equal to or not whatever the alphabet is at the the start index plus whatever I is. So if it starts with S, it'll be 18 plus 0, and then plus 1 plus 2 plus 3, whatever. You know what I mean? So what we're going to do here is we're going to say if, and then we're going to say if str at I dot to lower case, because if it's uppercase, it's going to need to be lowercase naturally. And then because this list is in lowercase, I should say, if that does not equal alphabet at start. Actually, you know what? We're going to come over here and we're going to declare another variable inside the for loop. We're going to say let alpha index, let's say next index, let's say alpha index equal alphabet at start index plus I, like that, right? So we'll say at alpha index, like that. So if they don't equal up, what we're going to do is we're going to say another if statement, actually. So we're going to come down here and we're going to say if because we're going to have to check if it is uppercase, we're going to have to turn it uppercase, or we're going to have to check if it's uppercase or return it uppercase. You know what I mean? So what we're going to do is say if str at, what is it? str at 0 equals str at 0. I'm doing this no look, by the way. Dot to uppercase. All right. Ah, come on. I don't want to look over the microphone. You know what I mean? Anyway, if that's the case, what we're going to do is say return alpha index dot to uppercase. Yes, alpha index dot to uppercase, like that, right? And then if not, we'll just do an else, and then we'll say return alpha index. And that should take care of business. Let's wrap this thing up in parentheses. And let's say in front of it console.log. And we've got a U right there. Let's make these all capital. STVWX. STVWX. All right. And you can see it says capital U also. So it looks good. Let's run the test. Looks good. And you know what? There's a reason I've got these other ones up here. No, there isn't actually. But there still is a reason. No, yeah, there is a reason I've got these other ones up here. Anyway, that being said, we can do this a little more concisely. So let's do a slash and a star. And then down here, let's do a star and a slash. And let's do something else, all right? Let's declare fear not letter. Let's say const fear not letter, all right, equals str. And then let's have the little arrow like this. Well, we're going to do this inside of an object because we're going to do some more variable. We're going to do a for loop since we're going through a string and not like going through an array, right? So we're going to say for, and then we'll say let I equals 0. While I is less than string.length, we'll say I++, right? And actually, let's just say string.length -1, because there's no way the last letter in the list can be missing because it wouldn't be missing. And I guess we could have done that up here too, but actually let's hold on. Sorry, I'm doing a little detour because I didn't do this in the rehearsal. I didn't even think about it, honestly. Let's come up here and see if it still works if we say string.length -1. -1. Yeah, it still works. Okay, so yeah, we don't have to go to the last letter in the list in this list because there's no way it's going to be missing, right? So yeah, that's just a little logic. Let's do a Control Z's to get back to it. And we'll keep -1 in there just because I don't want to hear it. Anyway, so here we go. Let's get these out of here. And so when this is the case, we're going to let that be the case for the for loop. And then we're going to declare a couple more variables. So we're going to let current char code equals something, all right? So I know we haven't gone through char code at in freeCodeCamp yet. So we're going to go through it now. The char code at method of string values returns an integer between 0 and this number right here, representing the UTF-16 code unit at the given index, all right? So what's that mean? So like right here, it's looking for a constant index 4. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the Q. So that Q is, that lowercase q is going to equal this 113 right here, right? So we're going to come over here and we're going to say, let current char code equal str dot char code at, and we're going to say I, right? And then we'll come over here. Is that good? Char code at I? Yeah, that's good. And then we're going to come over here and we're going to say let next char code next char code equal str.char code at, and then we'll say I plus 1 like that. And so let's just come down here and say console.log current char code like that. And you'll see we've got 83, 84, 86, and 87. So 83, 84, 86, and 87. And then undefined because we're not going to here. All right. So that being said, what else are we going to do? That being said, oh, also, yeah, capital letters are before lowercase letters in the char code. So if we did STVWX, you'd see that these ones are higher, just to let you know. All right. So now that we've got this taken care of, what we're going to do is we're going to say something like this. We're going to do an if statement. If next char code minus current char code is less than 1, excuse me, is greater than 1, what we're going to do is we're going to say return. No. We're going to declare a variable here. We're going to say let missing letter equal. And then we're going to use the string.from char code, right? And so basically this finds the char code, and this is going to turn it back into a letter. So the string.from char code static method returns a string created from a specified sequence of UTF-16 code units, all right? So if we had something like this, it would give us something like this, all right? And that being said, what we're going to do is we're going to say string.from char code, and we're going to say, come on. And we're going to say a current char code plus 1, right? And we're going to come down here and also say return missing letter, all right? And as you can see, we've got the capital U right there. So we already know it works. Let's run the test. Looks good. And submit it. All right. Now we're on to sorted union, and we'll see you next time.